Hello there, and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 3.
FDW, what is up?
I'll tell you what's up, Jose. I feel like I'm getting a bit of deja vu here because we're starting off this week in similar fashion to last week.
Yes, yeah, Nia Jax is,
She's a wrecking machine!
she is. We saw her obliterate,
Sonya
Sonya
Deville.
Deville last week. There's no other way of describing it. Sonya Deville did not muster any offense.
Yep, and we alluded to it in the commentary that she threw her around like Wendy Chu's pillow, and I feel like Wendy Chu took exception to that and is just like, you know what? I want a bit of Nia.
Yeah, a brave choice, but then brave is often mistaken for stupidity. As I said at the end of last week, heaven help the person who gets in the way of Nia Jax.
We have seen Wendy Chu here on the channel. She made her debut a couple of episodes ago against the champion, no less, Tiffany Stratton.
Yep, she gave it her best, but Tiffany won out in the end.
Yep. But still looking to get her some success, stepping up to Nia Jax.
Yeah, not one to step away from a fight. Nia Jax on a bit of a tear, it would seem, at the moment. The way she took down Sonya Deville, she's not happy, and I think it has everything to do with her loss to Tegan Nox at Backlash.
Yeah, she seems to have switched things up a gear, but Wendy Chu's going to need to hope that she is dead inside so she doesn't feel the beating she's about to receive from Nia Jax.
Well, yeah, she could be in a bit of trouble here, and it doesn't matter how much you paint your face, a fist is still going to hit it.
That is a disturbing entrance, though, as she stares into our souls.
I have no soul.
I am your sandwich.
As she makes her way in, and we look to get this one underway.
The women kicking things off here, very much the backbone of FDW.
Without a doubt, they are always good for great matches.
And there's the bell. Jax immediately! Just, nope! See you later.
Jax, just, again, strong, stiff hit straight out of the gate. And
Chu just can't even get a grip on her.
Can't get close. Nia Jax has obviously been taking lessons from Bronson Reed here. Going for a cover already, 2 count.
That could have been one of the quickest matches in FDW history, but is this just Nia Jax playing with her food again?
You've got to think that was a 2 count because Wendy Chu took a serious amount of time to decide whether she wanted to continue.
That she did. That she did.
Tries to swing back, but Nia not having any of it.
Fair play to Chu. She's going blow for blow with Nia Jax, but Jax just able to take all the punishment and then some.
As to say, after what we've seen from Jax over the last few weeks, I'm not sure this is the wise choice by Chu.
Not at all.
But hats off to her. You have to be brave and stubborn to get noticed in this game.
And this is a hard-hitting affair. But speaking of getting noticed, oh my goodness, they're going for it. Hell for leather. Who's going to come out on top? Probably Nia Jax, let's face it. Oh, but Chu.
Chu managing to shake the cobwebs first, but Nia
And there's
Jax
the huge
kick.
boot.
Is that enough to do it?
That's the cover.
No.
1 count on this occasion. It's a hard-hitting affair, and speaking of hard-hitting, Big Papa Pump will be in the main event here this evening.
Oh, I look forward to that. We've not seen Big Papa since, well, we did see him after his debut. He attacked Randy Orton.
Blindside of the fair. It's going to be a meaty main event, but that is a meaty pinfall for the Tribal Queef.
And it's over. Once again, Nia Jax's opponent musters little to no offense. And she stands strong.
Barely batting an eyelid. I feel like since her debut, when she's been busted open and everything, she's not wanted to show any sign of weakness since then.
No, she's had the one loss to Tegan Nox, and that one loss was all it took to unleash this new side of Nia Jax.
That it is. What have we unleashed?
You must not read from the book.
What have you done? Yatue, Yatue, Yatue. What a film The Mummy is. Okay, we just side tangent here.
Oh, great film.
Amazing film. Speaking of amazing, yes.
Get out of my head.
Carlito stepping into the ring in this is going to be a #1 contenders match.
Yes, after Sean Spears' match against Bronson Reed a couple of weeks ago, ending in a count-out, he's sort of said, I want Bronson again. But Carlito took exception to that, saying, no, if anyone gets Bronson, it's Carlito.
Yeah, considering they've had a bit of a scrap with each other, you feel like they're going a bit tete-a-tete, but Sean Spears feeling a little bit hard done by and management agreeing. So what better way to settle it than in the ring? Winner gets Reed.
So they've decided, management have decided to call it a #1 contenders match, decide who does get Reed for that hybrid title.
What, for a shot at it, let's face it.
For a shot at it.
It's a long shot to say the least as well.
I don't know who wants to break that news to Bronson, but it's not going to be me.
Yeah, both these men gone toe-to-toe with Bronson Reed. Sean Spears, I feel like, didn't really manage to keep up with him. He showed flashes of brilliance, but now he knows what he needs to do to step up with Reed. Carlito, though, arguably the surprise of the season so far.
Absolutely. I mean, he has decimated Obafemi. Not to take anything away from Obafemi, but Carlito has been on top of his game.
Oba will be in the main event this evening in that meaty main event against Big Papa Pump.
Interestingly enough, Carlito has not fought Bronson Reed one-on-one yet.
They've had a brawl.
But there's been no fight, whereas Sean Spears has had a match with Bronson Reed, and he thinks that it makes him higher on the list than Carlito.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll decide that here tonight.
Brawl is not match.
Brawl is not match.
Will Carlito be able to pin Stan?
Those famous philosopher's words. Brawl is not match.
Oh, and there's the episode title.
Doug's going to get this thing underway, and here they go. Both coming out swinging at each other.
Carlito again.
He has
such a
so
standout
impressive this season.
Somewhat of an afterthought in the draft picks, it must be said, when he was selected. To the cry of, really, Carlito? But here we stand. Worlds apart, hearts broken in two.
He's been an incredible standout so far, and I honestly think there's a long way he can go this season.
Well, if he continues hitting giant crossbodies off the second rope like that,
then yeah, who knows? Ooh, and Carlito stomping on that wrist of Sean Spears.
Well, Carlito, a very hard-hitting style this season. Comes off the top rope though with a huge drop kick.
He's been completely no nonsense. Ooh, beautiful swinging neck breaker. Dragging him around. Sean, not really mastered much of an offense so far.
And there's the 3 count from Carlito.
Or at all. Oh.
I mean, we said his name. He has appeared.
Yep.
I believe in Big Bronson.
To be fair, what were management expecting? We try to take the choice of who his challenger would be away from him, and
well, it has been decided that was a #1 contenders match.
It was. Carlito was the victor.
He got the pinfall in pretty decisive fashion, but clearly Bronson Reed was on standby, willing to come out the gates.
Yeah, Bronson Reed did not care who it was. He was going to attack everyone regardless.
Yep.
Classic Bronson.
Shifting gears now to Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, who we saw have their debut here last week. An impressive debut. So impressive.
It was. They were unfortunate not to pick up the win against the Coffees, but the teamwork's still strong there. A nice show of respect.
Yes, a good show of respect between these two. Great sportsmanship, and this should be a sporting contest, considering the stakes involved.
This is, of course, we should say, a qualifier match for the Money in the Bank.
Yep, winner of this match will be joining Logan Paul and Kevin Owens to fill the third slot in that ladder match.
It does not matter what, if you're in a tag team, if you're in the singles division, everyone gets an opportunity here at FDW, and these two jumped at the chance to have a match against one another, friendly contest to see who can take it to the ladder match.
Yep, one man looking for a breakout performance, and Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate looking to get back to the glory of Season 0.
Absolutely. I mean, Pete Dunne had a great showing last week in the tag match. It was very much Pete Dunne heavy. Tyler Bate,
as Pete Dunne goes off the top rope there with a huge moonsault. Sorry to talk across you, Jose.
That's all right.
But that was
beautiful.
Huge.
That was beautiful. I was happy to be interrupted by it.
But Pete Dunne immediately thinks about getting... This could be over. He gets him up. It's looked in, and there's the bitter end from Pete Dunne.
Oh my God. Pete Dunne.
And that was no nonsense from the Bruiserweight.
Pete Dunne wasting little time, perhaps. Tyler Bate underestimating how hard his tag partner would go.
You alluded to it with Pete Dunne being so standout in the tag match, and Tyler Bate perhaps letting the side down. Did Dunne see an opportunity to capitalise on that? Seems like he took it.
Pete Dunne has had a absolute firecracker of a start here in Season 3. Tyler Bate having a bit more of a slow one.
But it's the big strong boy. Never count out the big strong boy.
I have very well be. Faith he'll come back. But speaking of big and strong,
bring out the meat.
If Tyler Bate is the big strong boy, this is the big strong man.
Now making his first official entrance to FDW. Big
got the chainmail and everything.
Yep. On my freaks.
The genetic freak himself, Big Papa Pump.
One of the biggest signings in FDW history.
Absolutely, and he has wasted no time in making his presence known.
That indeed he has. Straight into main event status, he appears to have targeted the world champion as he pumps himself up.
He was a stand-in for Wade Barrett, and actually picked up a victory over Randy Orton, I believe.
Certainly did, yeah.
And then
he caught Randy off guard.
And then followed it up with a attack. Just
seeking to keep the momentum
on FDW.
Seeking to keep the momentum on his side. The main event match against the meaty boy Obafemi.
I mean, he's got a big task ahead of him in Obafemi. Obafemi not had the greatest start though to the season. And if you're Big Papa Pump, you've got to keep your head on a swivel, because he attacked Randy Orton. Now, we know what Randy Orton's like. He's not one to take that lying down.
That is true.
So
but what an opportunity for... this is an opportunity for Obafemi as well. You can't deny.
Huge opportunity. If he could upset the genetic freak here, it sort of puts him back on track for this season. He's had a bit of a knock so far, taking those losses to Carlito.
Yep. As the lights go out.
Obafemi!
And the lights go on.
Gotta love Obafemi.
This should be a hard-hitting affair.
Looking forward to it. I mean, Obafemi has disappointed so far this season. I don't want to be cruel, but it has been a bit of a rough start for him.
Well, you've got to earn your stripes here on the purple brand. Be given opportunities where they are. If you step up to the likes of the Hall of Famer Scott Steiner,
straight into a bear hug.
Yeah, immediately find yourself being out-meated.
And just to battle his way out of there, and huge clothesline.
Well, I'm just checking backstage that Bronson Reed has cleared the building, because there's a lot of meat in the ring.
Bronson's just back there salivating.
Just salad with a knife and fork.
Yeah.
No, am I just kidding?
Now.
Trowel and fork.
To be fair, these two do look like two sides of cow.
They do.
It's like a cow has been cut in half and the two halves are fighting in the butchers.
Strong strikes now from both men, going blow for blow. Steiner hit so hard, Femi busted open in the process. Kick to the gut and Steiner in control.
Once again, pushing over Femi to the ground. Now, seeing these two go head to head just reminds me of the handshake in Predator.
You son of a bitch. Femi with a reversal on Steiner now.
Oh, Obafemi trying to muster some more fence here.
Trying and succeeding, it must be said.
A very even contest, I'd say. They're both big, strong men.
We neglected to mention as well that this match is no disqualification, so this should be extremely hard hitting.
Steiner did a bit of Steiner maths and said that in order for it to be a fair fight with him, Obafemi needed all the help he could get.
As Femi thought about getting a baseball bat, Steiner, like that, picks up a victory.
And Obafemi's struggle begins, or continues rather.
Youth is no guarantee of success.
Steiner, once again, an impressive slab of meat.
He is all pumped up now, his big Papa Pump.
He's all pumped and nowhere to go.
Once again, a fantastic evening for FDW. We go from strength to strength.
Some great showings here. Pretty dominant match as well.
All the matches have been dominant.
Nia Jax just leveled Wendy Chu. Carlito didn't let Sean Spears out the gate. Pete Dunne just...
That was probably the most dominant performance we've ever seen in FDW from Pete Dunne.
Absolutely, and Scott Steiner did what Scott Steiner does.
That indeed he does. Well, we are 2 episodes, I believe, away from Money in the Bank. Still one more slot to fill.
And a couple more things, a couple more tweaks to work out.
Yep, stay tuned, and I'm sure we will have answers for those questions over the coming episodes. We're very much looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. So we'll see you soon.
Laters.